Hey everyone, this is Ryder from Skip. I hope you're doing well. It's Tuesday, November 10th. I have a very quick stimulus update for you and COVID update. It's hard to believe that it was just a week ago we had the US election. It feels like weeks since then, probably because all of us were waiting to watch the results. But I want to get into the stimulus bill because this is the important piece. There's still a lot of political intrigue happening here, including what Mitch McConnell is now talking about, so I'm going to talk about that. As always, thank you so much for supporting our channel and subscribing. Tomorrow we are picking stimulus winners. As you know, we are giving all of our YouTube revenue to you, subscribers of this channel, who have also downloaded our free app. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. It's Hello Skip in the App Store and Google Play. Just download the free app. You'll be entered to win. All you need to do is go to the App Store or Google Play, find Hello Skip, download the app and open it, and it's got all of our content and our services there, but you're entered to win, and for sure we will let you know every time we pick winners. We have a whole reward setup, which is amazing, which we'll be announcing soon, but otherwise you can see all of our featured articles here. We did a piece yesterday on the airline industry and the future of the airline industry, 5 countries that have stopped COVID. You can read them all here. It's really amazing. Okay, let's dive in. Mitch McConnell is reportedly taking the lead on stimulus talks. The White House is not participating. Of course, the White House is busy with lawsuits and all that. President-elect Joe Biden is also involved in discussions. However, Democrats and Republicans are still very far apart on spending levels. We know that, the big question now is what can happen between now and inauguration. We have 73 days for this, quote, lame duck session, not only for the presidency, but also for Congress and lawmakers. The question is there enough motivation, enough incentive to reach an agreement now? Mitch McConnell thinks something small, $500 billion, will do the trick, something targeted, especially when he looks at the stock market and things like that. Of course, the stock market isn't the reality for a lot of people who are on unemployment and who need money to pay rent and so much more help. But McConnell did say on Friday that, hey, the jobs report is positive. It added almost 700,000 jobs in October, so therefore we should do a slimmer relief plan. And just to give you a recap, the GOP twice unveiled a $500 billion relief plan. Democrats have rejected this both times. So let me talk about what's in these proposals. As we continue to hear, many business executives, of course, want more stimulus funding. I mean, the airlines, rightly so, want more funding. They're still struggling, even though they think the holidays will have some travel pickup. I'm going to tell you why that's potentially very dangerous in a minute. McDonald's CEO Chris Kempinski says the U.S. needs another COVID stimulus package. He has also talked about raising the minimum wage. He's open to that discussion, which is very interesting for a lot of these types of jobs, to raise the minimum wage so people who have these jobs can provide for their family. He also told CNBC he hopes the next administration will look for solutions to climate change and making sure jobs and education provide opportunity for everyone. So here's what President-elect Joe Biden wants in the coronavirus stimulus. I'm going to read very quickly. It's many of the things we know about. To extend the enhanced unemployment insurance. That's the $600 per week boost that helped millions of Americans. He wants to extend that. He also wants to increase Social Security payments, make COVID-19 medical treatment free, have paid sick leave, have another round of stimulus checks, and student loan forgiveness. This is a big one that he's floated in the past couple days. Now, CNET has been covering this stimulus payment question every day. They update this post. That's why it ranks the top of every article when you search for stimulus payments. So, sorry, not everyone will get a second stimulus payment. Here's what we know. There's not much surprising here. I just want to call attention to the fact that CNET is always publishing this headline. But we know this. If you made over $99,000 per year, you didn't qualify for the first go around, or a combined income of, I think, around 175, you didn't get anything. So there's those thresholds that existed in the first stimulus check, and those would exist in the second go around as well. Nothing surprising there, but I will tell you what's surprising. This, 130,000 new cases yesterday. Our rolling average is up 2/3 over the past 2 weeks, plus 64%. This is astonishing. Look at this. It's off the charts here. This growth we've seen, over 10 million cases. We have 1 out of every 5 reported cases in the world right here in the U.S. And when you scroll and look at the map here, you can see Wisconsin, Minnesota, all of the Midwest, and even the Mountain West. It's not as prominent because because the red isn't as pervasive. That's just because hospitals aren't everywhere. And there is tremendous fear that with the Thanksgiving holidays, as people go back to family gatherings wherever they're from, that it's only going to increase the problem with people on planes, trains, in cars, going back home. So we'll be publishing some guidance on that. I think it's important for people to understand that. Thanksgiving is a couple weeks away. Here's one of the concerning images from over the weekend. Many of you saw this. Notre Dame beat number 1 Clemson on Saturday night. Over 10,000 people rushed the field. These images are astonishing. Sure, they're wearing masks. It's still incredibly concerning to see this. Time will tell what the case count is coming out of something like this. There's positive news on the Pfizer vaccine trials that are over 90% effective. That came out yesterday. We are publishing a post later today on the positive news of the vaccines. Again, that's basically our hope right now, besides choosing to wear masks. Another reason to download the app to see that post when we post it later today. As always, thank you so much for supporting us, for subscribing. Tomorrow we're picking winners. Be sure to download the app Hello Skip on the App Store and Google Play. As always, stay well, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow.